say every house has secrets, but what if the secret isn't in the attic? Or the basement? What if it's right in front of you? Behind the hum of your fridge. Behind the drywall you never thought to check. This isn't about ghosts. It's about something, or someone, that shouldn't have been there. This is the story of the hidden room behind my fridge and what I found inside. It started last winter. I moved into a small rental house on the outskirts of town. 2 bedrooms, a creaky floor. But it was cheap, too cheap. I worked night shifts, so the place was always quiet when I got home, around 3 a.m. Every night, I'd grab a drink from the fridge and hear it. A noise, soft, slow, like footsteps, but muffled. I thought it was pipes, maybe the house settling, but the sound came from the kitchen wall, right behind the fridge. One night I pulled it forward. The noise stopped instantly. The wall looked normal, fresh white paint, but the air coming from behind it felt cold, like a draft. I noticed something strange, a thin outline along the baseboard, like a sealed panel. I couldn't shake the thought, so the next morning I knocked on the wall. Hollow. I texted my landlord, asked if there was a crawl space or storage area behind the kitchen. He replied with just one message: "Don't mess with the walls." Seriously, that's it. No explanation. The next few nights, the noises got louder, scraping, tapping, sometimes breathing. One night, while scrolling through my phone, I saw a comment on a local forum. "Anyone else hear weird sounds in the old Miller Street rentals?" My address was one of them. Someone replied, "If it's the one with the white fridge, get out." I tried to ignore it, but by the 3rd week, I couldn't sleep. The noise came like clockwork, every night at 2:37 a.m. It always stopped the second I turned on the light. I decided to record it, set my phone on the counter, camera aimed at the fridge. When I watched the footage the next morning, I dropped my phone. In the video, at exactly 2:37 a.m., the fridge shook slightly. Then the wall behind it bulged, like something was pushing from the other side. I couldn't believe it. I needed to know what was there. I grabbed a screwdriver and pried at the baseboard seam. It came loose easily, too easily. Behind it, I saw darkness and a small opening. A hidden door. I slid the fridge out completely and pulled at the wall panel. It gave way. The hole was big enough to crawl through. A smell hit me instantly, damp, metallic, like rust and rot. I shined my phone's flashlight inside. It wasn't a crawl space. It was a room. Concrete floor. Old wallpaper. A mattress. Empty food cans stacked in a corner. And on the wall, photos. Dozens of photos, all of me. Sleeping, eating, on my phone. Taken from inside my house. I looked closer and realized something worse. The most recent photo was time-stamped 1 hour ago. I backed out immediately, tripped over the fridge, grabbed my keys, ran outside. I called the police. They showed up 15 minutes later, checked the space. There was no one there, but they found evidence: a sleeping bag, empty bottles, and a phone charger plugged into a hidden outlet. One officer came out pale. He said, "This isn't the first time we've been called here. Apparently, the previous tenant, a young woman, Disappeared 6 months ago. They never found her. When I moved out the next day, I told the new tenants what happened. They laughed, said I was overreacting. 3 days later, I got a text from an unknown number that IT said, "You shouldn't have opened it. Now he knows you can see him." They sealed the wall the next week, repainted, rented the place again. But if you ever move into a house that feels off, check behind your fridge. And if you feel cold air coming through the wall, don't open it.